Pisces, Aries, to your beginning of the month reading for September. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. This reading is for the 5th through the 11th. So let's see what's going on with you, my friends. Wow. Already getting ready for autumn. This is crazy. Having that intentions coming out with the solar plexus chakra. So there is something that you are definitely trying to manifest over here, wish, pray for. You're praying hard, really using that intention, saying that I can have this, seeking peace, meditating on this situation, trying to, break it down. You could be trying to break it down so that you can build something new, but really finding a lot of rejuvenation in the very beginning of the month. Rejuvenation is going to be the key right now to your success. Okay, kind of went through a little bit of a rough spot last month. It was a little tiresome, right? Feeling a little tired, feeling a little out of place. It was a little draining, right? So now through the dedicated effort over here, right, you need to seek some peace. I've put in a lot of effort last month, and I just really need a little rest, right? We need a little rest. So really stabilizing yourself with some chakra, some base chakra over here, really getting back to the roots of who you are and just really kind of replenishing yourself. Yeah, you put in a lot of work last month, so it is time. It is definitely time for you guys to relax. Okay, so you definitely have the blossom over here. So you have the beautiful judgment card coming out over here saying things are blossoming around you, right? It is a time for, just kind of relaxing, hearing the inner calling. There's going to be a lot of inner calling as you kind of relax. You're going to find that things are kind of moving in a different direction for you, right? As you're kind of reconnecting on a level of your hopes and dreams for the future over here with this solar plexus. I'm liking this. Joy and stability. You're going to find some peace and some joy and stability. There's that stability, joy coming through. Wow. Well-deserved reward. There it goes. 9 of Pentacles. Having a reward coming through. It's going to feel more rewarding for you as you're spending more time just kind of assessing what's going on and really trying to get to this hope and dream of making this come through, really wrapping up things within your mind and really, like I said, dedicating some more time to yourself as you were kind of just shaking and moving over there last month, guys. Lots of hard work. Let's see what's going on over here. Seeking some peace, please, for the Pisces, Aries. Yeah, it might have been some competition at work too that had to, that you had to feel like you had to put in extra. There could have been something within your, maybe not even in the work, maybe just whatever field you're in, right? Whether it was the love field, the friend field, but it does feel like somebody could have been in some kind of disagreement, some kind of strife or tension, or just causing a lot of tension. Right, so, yeah, there was a lot of opposition by someone. So it just feels like this is the time now to kind of rest, right? So, and release that energy as you're working and was dedicating all your hard work. Yes, all your hard work is the Knight of Pentacles. Just really putting in a lot of work for your abundance over here and really feeling, there was a lot going on. You could even had getting ready for the kids to go back to school. Right now you have the kids going back to school. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe there's things going on. But there's things going on that you're trying to nurture within the situation. You could have even had some arguments and things with other people and you had to step in, right? And try to be as patient as possible with them. And it was like, oh God, here they go again, right? Always the opposing factors of life. But it does feel like whatever's going on over here, you're trying to build up this wealth of productivity, but it's going to start with you actually reworking some rejuvenation, right? That seeking peace is really going to be the key issue for you guys right now. Slowing down a little bit, as you're going to find things slowing down just a little bit as it's shifting. Yeah, as you feel like you're walking into this new cycle. This new cycle is going to be all about attainment of fulfillment and rejuvenation. So that way you can really release any limiting beliefs, release anything that was resentment from the past, anybody, all those weird energies that were going around at the end of the month. and definitely now feeling like you can blossom in many ways and start, kind of pivoting yourself back into, this is what I want, this is what I can have. I want to get back to what I want going on within my life without worrying about everybody else and all these other things that were going on. So definitely aligning yourself, right? Aligning yourself for the things that you really want. Joy and stability is the King of Pentacles. I love that. So you are going to feel like your business is going back to maybe the way it needs to be. You're going to start feeling a little more generous, probably around the 10th or the 11th, the 9th, once you start really feeling that peace coming through, and really feeling that abundance, and feeling more prosperous. And not only just in money, guys, I think in energy as well. You're going to really want to step up that, feeling better, especially as you're blossoming over here. That blossoming is like, I'm getting my energy back. I feel more alive. I have that sense of purpose. I'm aligning myself back to where I want to be. My intentions to have my well-deserved rewards. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Wow. So you do feel like there is a huge change from the ups and downs over here to where you feel like, ooh, everything is really feeling much better. And I am back on that kind of destined path that I need to be on, since I was kind of working around everybody else's stuff. And then you have the Judgment again. Yeah. There's that shift again. There's definitely a new phase coming where you're going to feel like you are, healthier, much healthier for manifesting. So there could even been something, you know what I mean, with all this havocness, you could have been like, man, and I couldn't even really manifest. I really couldn't do the things I wanted. So now it's like entering this new journey, and starting to create more time, more fun, and more joy, and more focus within your life. Okay, as you're kind of having this fresh new start with the world over here, where you feel more stabilized, okay, and more stabilized within your finances as well. So if you were having some financial problems over here, you're definitely going to see that coming around and actually returning back to normal, right? And you're going to find that your plans are probably a little more flexible. You're a little more flexible because you feel, not so torn down over here, right? Energy-wise, it feels like it's more energy. Could have been around some energy vampires or just too much chaos going on towards the end of the month. Okay. Or you could have had financial loss and now you're getting a new job, or, things, whatever it is, you're having a big turnaround over here. Okay. Where you can focus on new things, new schedules, new, maybe even new routines at work. But you're definitely taking back on your leadership skills, especially within your finances. Your finances are looking great, which is very good. This month I will be doing a career and finance reading. Somebody had requested it, one of my Cancer Leos. So I will be doing that towards the mid-month. I'll be adding that in. Okay, so we'll take a look at that and see how that's going. So yeah, it could have been debts. Okay, so Spirit says some of it's debts. I mean, your competitions and your problems was debts, and now you're getting it back to where you feel like you're on top of things, or maybe paid off all the debt and now you feel much better. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burdens of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. It's going to be interesting. Makes me wonder if that's going to pop up in your career and finance again, right? So that could be for some of you, okay? Oh my gosh, and this is so funny because I said over here you could have been dealing with somebody who was in competition, and it just flew out, is the competition. Competition instead of, or cooperation instead of competition. If you do feel somebody was in competition at work or through a love situation or jealous or, whatever competition is, wow, that's funny. What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, and there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. So pretty much, you feel like somebody is in competition. They just need to understand they need to go get whatever they want. If you really like my car, then go You really like my car. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'm in competition because you got a new car. You really like my car, then save your damn money and go get your own. Quit being jealous. Oh, you can't afford it? Well, then you probably need to learn how to, balance money better. Manifest better. Build money better. Take action better. You see what I'm saying? You like my man, then you better go find your own man. Okay, this one's mine. Or my woman. That's mine. You're jealous because I have a new job? Well, start putting out those resumes and get a job. Whatever it is, right? Why are people wanting to be so jealous? I mean, it can even be just as little as your nails at work, right? They're driving you crazy. Where'd you get your nails? If you want nails, go get your own nails. Why are you so worried about what I have, right? Just be happy that I have things. People can't just be happy for you. They literally, want to envy you for having something. You can go find something cool and then come show me, and then I'll be like, cool, you got cool nails too. Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? Good luck on that. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.